Dennis off the road at the top of the screen, and another car off the road fighting to keep it on the tarmac. Oh yes, it is, in a major way, and he was so lucky that he didn't get spat into the barrier on the inside. And then watch at the top of your picture now as Tereshchenko clean a long way off the road with a huge snap of freeze with a terrific start and a huge move and edged onto the grass. Oh, he's still being edged out. My word, that was robust defense. Tereshchenko, like Parry, oh, he's going to go off the road there, and he knew that really is, according to the drivers, Alex Palau. And look, we've got Giuliano Alesi just pulling to the front brakes. And then just can't scrub the speed off, and bang, straight into the wall. And that is how we will end our session. 3, no chance. And you can see from Jorg, lap time from his boy Giuliano is just, oh, he's off the road! Huge crash for Alesi, who had just posted the second fastest time. One hit the barrier, hurt his back a little. No real, there's the lockup is late. The lockup is really late about that, but way too much speed, and you often see huge lockup into 3 from Hughes. And the man from Birmingham tasting the gravel nice and early, finding the limit and finding the perils of turn 3, where, as I was saying, season, we were waiting to see the end of the lap from Konstantin Tereshchenko, and here's why we had to wait that little up. Look at the angle. He's not been pitched in the air by the curbs, so the curbs are not an issue. Both front wheels locked and then straight into the tyre barrier, and you can see with real force, giving the cameraman a bit of a wake-up call and a shower in the process. They're doing enormous speed at that point of the racetrack. At Sandy Stivig one more time, over the curbs. So huge vibrations through the car. This is Antonio Fuoco, and we've been expecting that sort of moment for a Jochen Rindt corner, and that's the problem right there. Jochen Rindt corner once again. You can see no lockup on the way in, but getting greedy on the way out and spraying. So Oscar Tunjo getting wide, and that is the end for his left wing mirror. Such is the vibration. Watch it through the corner, over onto the aggressive yellow curves. It's cost him lap time, and it's cost him the wing mirror. Thankfully, that debris is off the racetrack. A lockup for Leclerc is going to go down. Is he going to fall behind? And a spin! It's Ferrucci and Dennis. So Ferrucci has got sideways and simply collected Dennis, who would have known nothing about it. His own teammate. And then here he comes. There he is. And round he goes as Jake getting a pretty poor start alongside him. And he just about manages to avoid his teammate, and then the 15th position at the moment. Oh, and Palau is off the road. Can he keep it out of the barriers? He's going to be lucky to, and he just about. And you can see he dipped it onto the curb, got spat out across the racetrack. Once more, watch how wide he goes. There's the moment of oversteer. And as he corrected, he found himself another visitor. We've seen so many outside, and he's done just that. That is a really strong move, and so close to a huge accident. Contact at such high speed. And this was the 3 wide moment. Banging wheels at such high speed. Building up to the top speed. And that is absolutely crazy that we managed to avoid who has lost on the, who's had contact with. So is he simply going to lock a brake? And he does. Look at that huge closing speed. On track. See it in greater detail as he crashes into the back of the Campos of Tereshchenko, already holding his hand up to apologize. So this was on the exit of the corner, and there was the contact, so we didn't see that at the time. It wasn't just going wide of his fellow Brit, and he hit him from behind. That was Parry then off the road as Albon Tunko getting in to Dennis, and as he did so, he damaged the right front, found himself off the road, and that is the end. Close indeed into smacking into the freeze in front of him, and a smash into the wall, and another one. That's Leclerc, our winner yesterday, and we'll have another safety car. There was an Arden off the roads, and it's... Yeah, no, it's just Tatiana Calderon. We were focusing on Aitken nearly running into the back into freeze, and there is the contact between Calderon. So 2 Ardens taken out by the ART. So Jake Dennis and Tatiana Calderon. So that's Calderon in the wall there, and Dennis spun around on board heading up to turn 2, so no wonder. And you see the contact there. Huge closing speed for Leclerc, who could well get a penalty. As we see how Calderon's race came to a close. So Calderon out, as is Leclerc, as is Nandi, Terashenko, Esikan, Gonda and Fukuzumi. They surely will not send Dennis back out, so he will also retire. Well, here's the reason we had a yellow, Nairei Fukuzumi, and then Kevin Jorg off the road. So you can see everyone going wide. That's where the rain was really coming down. Fukuzumi in the background there, and in the foreground, Jorg straight to the scene of the accident. In a spin for the Trident, Artur Janos into the gravel, and he was lucky to be able to keep that going. Right, just shows you the grip, really not where the drive to find the barrier. The gravel trap doing its job of slowing him down. Expected the dams to get out of the way. Ferrucci unaware until that point where there's the red curb. But that's contact to the front wing. Remember, Leclerc will take a side. Fukuzumi and Freeze. That's going to end in contact between the teammates. And they run each other off the road. Going into Brooklands. De Vries taking a very tight line. And Rombo with Parry, look at the better run he's got. It's Alesi and Hughes tagging each other down at Stowe Corner. And a nightmare which has eliminated Alesi from the race. And you see De Vries, he had contact with his teammate yesterday, got himself each other through the final corner. And this was how Artur Janos exited, well, any competitive chances he had at the Beckett's. You just see slightly wider line than others have been taking. That was enough as he came down the gears. But in the end, that's Hughes in front of us. And Nandi, as the marshals, immediately to work on the track. And somehow Palau maintains the lead, but he might not do for much longer, running off the road. And he's been spun. Dennis spun. So just getting the power down, knew it was going. Wasn't a high-speed spin, but it ruins the lap, of course. So difficult. So the driver's feathering the throttle, applying it at different times, but running out of grip, running out of traction. Oh, a man off the road there in the dams. Calderon slow off the chicane and contact. A massive smash there. Calderon. Ferrucci not interested in any of that going. Alesi has tagged Calderon, and then Jake Hughes with an enormous amount of air, and the wheels spinning as he for turn 1. Leclerc going to try and, oh, huge smash in the background there. It's a Yenza that's flipping over. Oh, huge and horrible accident to see. Contact as Maney goes back to the racing line, trying to fight it. Now watch in the background there, so you see already tagged Nandi in to the barriers and flipping over dramatically, but as he came into frame there, he had already lost the rear wheel, and the rollover hoop doing a great job. So Nandi, you can see he's the nearest blue car to our picture on the left-hand side now, and there you see the contact getting in to a Trident at the back. I think that would have been Giuliano Alesi. Started in the same part of tarmac, up into first position. If you look further to the top of your picture, there you see the contact. And that really a hair-raising moment for the Malaysian driver. I'm delighted to say he is out of the car at the top of your picture. Just seeing one more time. There you go. The contact with De Vries, our man on pole position yesterday. Not expecting Maney to take the line, and it's so easy to do. Incredible pictures these, as you see the safety of the new GP3 16 Dallara built car, hands off the steering wheel and hoping it would end. Thankfully, the car coming to a rest and the rollover hoop doing its job. Absolutely brilliant to see, and I'm delighted to see that a personal best in the first and second sectors, but he's locked up and he's running to the gravel to blow the lap. That looked like it could be pole, but oh, contact there for Horse, not once, but twice. They're taking out Fukuzumi as well. Boschung having contact, and he's off the road, nearly collecting his teammate. Horse, who just tried to take the racing line, didn't allow for the fact that narrow, and this off the road was Boschung flirting with the gravel, and as he rejoined Esikan, couldn't do anything about it. Break wall. A disastrous run for him. 11th yesterday, which isn't where you want to be. Let's ride on board. Just limping back, no speed at all, nothing he can do, hanging on to it, and that is a front. Up the inside, there's Maney trying to go around the outside, and there was the contact. 3 cars meeting in the middle, and the front nose looking nice and calm at the moment, taking the wide line to avoid things, and then nothing he knew about that, as wide as he could be. That was the lock-up for Terashenko. So that was a long way in front, and there you see Calderon tagging with Nico's teammate in the lead of the race. It's a puncher for Nico. There's certainly trouble here between Tunjo, and contact between Tunjo and Terashenko have been glued to, has caused another puncher. Did what he needed to, and that was a confident first lap as he goes in search of his first ever GP3 win. Oh, contact there, and Calderon heavily into the wall. So getting it all, that restart. So we're on board with Parry. Hughes has just gone around the outside, comes back in and straight into the wall. There is barely any runoff there. And a frustrating weekend for the 2 Brits, ending really how it started on lap 1 yesterday. Contact, round went Hughes, who is also out. And Jorn going wheel to wheel with Fukuzumi. That could end in tears, and it will, into the barrier, just like Max. We see it one more time. Fukuzumi, he was over the curbs. That's the problem. That is the problem for Nairei Fukuzumi. So 2 dams seeing their race end at the same corner, and any sort of contact at all there, and you're straight into the barrier. Fukuzumi bouncing over the curbs. If you're going to jump the corner, you need to jump it properly. And as expected, the safety car has been deployed for the... It was Arjun Maney. So Arjun Maney, he's front making contact with the rear of Albon. He was so lucky he didn't roll. And that is amazing. Able to continue after that sort of impact. So much air. Wouldn't have known that Maney had a sniff. A lock-up for Albon. There's the contact. Arjun Maney. Are we about to see an issue? Look at this, left and right, left and right. He doesn't know which way to turn, and contact. Wow. Well, that was from the Trident driver in front of him. But Maney just being caught out. So, well, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do it. Very close indeed between Palou and Boschung, who's hit his teammate there. Close indeed. This is why Boschung got the penalty. Oh, it's a huge defence, a big lunge, and another big jump. Oh, they've collided. I don't believe it. Into the wall goes Nairei Fukuzumi, and he's damaged his teammate, Charles Leclerc, the man in the points lead, and we've got cars all over the road. But that's exactly what's happened. There's the chop. Leclerc didn't get out of it. Bang! Straight into the Armco, and it's taken Leclerc out of the race, crucially, with one of his rivals for the title in the lead. Wow, dramatic stuff on lap 3 here in Monza. ART, who wrapped up the title yesterday. You can see how Calderon got caught up in that. Nothing she could really do as he's massively on the defensive. Leclerc, will he go? Circumspect, oh, he's collided! So this was turn number 4, and you just see, wow, I can't believe he tagged both of his teammates. That is absolutely incredible. We're on board with Leclerc. He's racing Albon. He can't see De Vries, and to the inside, thought better of it. At that stage, down to 3rd, and then you see Stein-Stotthorst getting very racy indeed alongside Dennis, and this was the incredible moment at the top of the hill where you see. Yeah, so let's see. Oh, it's going to be contact there, so Janos getting clipped. There's the immediate puncher from his teammate Alesi. Having a think about Lorandi, and there's the contact, there's the spin, and she won't want to see that back again. It's Calderon. Inside, risking everything. This could be close to contact. Albon knows it, has to open the door, and I can't believe it. He's crashed, and Alexander Albon makes contact back, and later on, nothing between. That was a really late move from Aitken. I cannot believe that Albon fought back off the road, and he just absolutely floored it over the curb. What happens here? Oh, it's a huge lockup though. Oh, he's gone off the road. He's going to be into the barriers. No, just about survives it. For Leclerc, got himself wide. There's the contact. The left-hand wheel knocked out of alignment. He did well. We cut away there. But there you see, he makes the move to the inside. And that was a bit of a rash. Maybe he thought that Ferrucci was going champion despite this move. Yeah, he just sort of turned in to the dams. His mind must have been racing. Great piece of...
Primera posición, al intentar recuperarla, se subió por encima de los bordillos y salió despedido.
Oh, no,
le tocan a él.
le han dado por detrás.
Uy, iba muy rápido.
Le tocan a él.
Uy, la mano.
Vamos a ver, en la parte trasera, el número 10, Tatiana, le intenta meter por el interior. Ahí ven pasar a Albon ahora mismo.
Le toca la rueda delantera derecha de Tatiana con la trasera izquierda de Albon.
Eso es.
Y es fuerte el accidente.
Mamma mía, vaya accidente.
Un toque mínimo, Roldán.
Es que a 240 por hora, 200.